Alright, welcome back to Relics of Hyrule, the series. This is episode 177. I'm still in Sand God Passage. I have done some reconfiguration of the character. I made Enchanting Legendary and redistributed some of the perks into other skills, such as Destruction. So Destruction, now she has the entire fire section. This is from Path of Sorcery, by the way. So now she has the entire fire section of Destruction complete, so she's going to be wrecking house. Also did Illusion a little bit, so that she can do telepathy and affect people more, and she also has the Shadow Weaver, which is pretty neat. Did some alchemy also. I still have one perk that I can increase, but I'm waiting for what was it? I was waiting to invest it in something, but I forget what I was going to invest it in. I think, was it Illusion? There's something that required more skill. I don't remember what it was. But anyway, I digress. I also, using Spurg, went for Best Friend here. I think that's a... Is that a restoration? Check restoration. I did Patron God. No, I guess it wasn't restoration. It must have been like speech or something. Yeah, Best Friend. And he helps me fight, and he helps carry my burdens. He is sworn to carry my burdens. Okay, so we're gonna go into the Spirit Temple now, and we're gonna beat some people up. Alright, so with the Spirit Temple, you can see it's a dwarven hallway here, and it leads to the actual Spirit Temple itself. But excuse me. Alright. This wall is dwarven, but then it becomes the Spirit Temple. The Spirit Temple is actually Castle Volkihar architecture that was using Apocrypha texture sets. So it gives it this nice old stone look. And you can see there's a lot of dust in the air. There's sand. I made custom sand dunes and sand piles. What does it say on your map? On your map, it still says Reach Secret Grotto, but it's actually in Hammerfell. I'm just not bothering with that kind of stuff. What is going on with this? It suddenly... I wonder if Mage Light can reset this, because that wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, hello. Keys were messed up. When I first added them, the keys were totally messed up. And you couldn't hit them with spells. But I changed that. I have Keys as a new crafting ingredient. It's a new alchemy ingredient. And it gives you Fortify Care Weight, Fortify Stamina, Fortify Sneak. Those are a few of the things that it does. So yeah, you couldn't hit Keys with an arrow or with a spell. It was very difficult. You had to aim toward their feet, but I fixed that. Man, it is so dark in here. Okay, let's see what happens, because I think there might be... No? Okay. I don't know why the image space got all messed up, but this is what the Spirit Temple is supposed to look like. It's supposed to be this kind of brightness, because there's freaking braziers everywhere. Alright, so now I can actually see. When I went back to Sand God Patches to reset the cell, I could not see the door, and it was right in front of me. I also don't know where my special friend went. Oh well. Nothing! Nothing! What? Where'd he go? Oh, you're right there. Oh, everything's fine. I think that was part of the Spurg, because I think there's a perk that I chose that allows you to, if you get close, yeah, Phoenix Rising. If you get close to death, then you explode. There we go. Now, there's a secret over here. You can see some keys over there. I'm going to take out the keys. But I'm also going to play the Song of Time. Nope, never mind. Not going to play the Song of Time. Gotta select the Song of Time. There we go. Play the Song of Time. And we get Bridge. If we go over here, we have some keys. But there's also the Gerudo Vampire right there. But there's something weird about this Gerudo Vampire. If I don't die before I face the Gerudo Vampire. I'm gonna switch to a weapon. Keys are not... Ooh, man. Keys don't mess around. Yeah, you see what's weird about him? The fact that he's male?
You'll beg me to kill you before I'm...
So, it was not a mistake. I did not accidentally make this guy male. And you actually have to defeat him to get the first small key anyway. Actually, no, you don't. He's optional. You can pick the lock. If you can actually do that. You can pick the lock. You don't actually need to fight him. But if you do fight him, he's a little Easter egg. Not really an Easter egg, but think about it. A male Gerudo Vampire. I'll just leave that with you. Increase the power of healing spells by 1/4. I think I already have that. Alright, let's get Nehru's Pearl. Let's do storage first. And then plop some heavy stuff in there. Gerudo Saber, Desecrated Shield, pop that in there. I'm not wearing the Captain's hat. I'm wearing the Golden Gauntlets, though. I don't know what that's used for. That's used for something. Oh, that is a lot. Oh yeah, the modified Hylian bombs. I don't know. Yeah, so this is a blend of the normal Hylian bomb and a Hylian impact bomb. That's what that is. Okay. We're at 688. I don't know why. I must have like a million. I have a lot of bomb flowers. So let's take those out. I must have like 1,000 potions or something. So I'll just keep drinking them. Okay, so we have the small key. There's not much down here, in the sand down here, but I will search, check it out. Will you just like calm down? That's cool. It was cool fighting an invisible person. Oh, I need to run the, she has a funky face. Her face is not matching the rest of her. Okay, so down this way, you can see that so the story with the Spirit Temple is that the Gerudo vampires found it, and they are like, holy crap, we found it. But it is in ruins. It has fallen apart, and they are very not happy about that. But there's some lore that we'll find that explains all that, that explores that. I just remembered that I forgot to read one of the lore books, but we'll get to that. We'll get to the lore book. Because, first things first, we gotta fight this guy. I do want to make custom armor for the Iron Knuckle at some point. But the helmet is good. Helmet's good. Alright, and now we come up here. There's a Forgotten, which is interesting, and there's a Keese. Excuse me. It's actually a fire Keese.
My thirst will be sated.
Nice. Grey gem, always good. Ooh, oh, that's cool. An enchanted Gerudo scimitar. I'm collecting all these Gerudo scimitars because I'll be able to fuse them together. Storage. Yeah, because like I could combine a few of these. Oh yeah, those Gerudo daggers, I could combine those. Make a really strong Gerudo dagger. Alright. So there's a forge over here. It's just a normal forge. Nothing super special about it. There's a couple Forgotten right here. It's very interesting. Oh, that's right, I need a key. Hoo hoo. Hee hoo hoo. Hee hee hee. Hoo hee hee. Hoo 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 hee hoo hee hoo. Hoo hoo hoo. Hee 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 hee. Alright. So the key is actually down here. But there's some more fun to be had. Oh. Floating wisp core. Like the Gibdos. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Ooh. Stop it. There's another one. Gift of Dust. Gerudo Saber of... Oh, man. That's actually really good for a Gerudo Knight to be carrying, because Gerudo absorbs stamina just by default. So that's like a double whammy. Oh, I don't want to... I want to use one. Alright, Gibdo Knight is dead. That one, anyway. Excuse me. Don't get up. Take this one. Got room for 2 more of those. There's a chest over here. The reason why they're all exploding is because of my perks. Another Gerudo Scimitar, jeez. Take the rupees. Gerudo Scimitar. Yeah, they're exploding because of my fire magic perk. And I believe there's another Gerudo, another Gibdo over here. The heavy implication is that these are, like, former Gerudo soldiers that were buried or mummified. There's the key right here. So the idea is they took the key, they knew you were coming. And there's lore that says exactly that they knew you were coming. And so they threw the key off the balcony so that you couldn't get it. But, nope, you got it anyway. Fire keys really don't have anything special compared to a normal keys. They all just have the same keys eyeball. It's more how a fire keys attacks you versus a normal keys. Same thing with frost and thunder keys. Alright. So we have the library now. This is where we have a lot of lore. So Gerudo note number 1. Some of us wept when we unearthed the spirit temple. We have such vivid memories of it, and we have longed to return to it. Now we have proof of our memories of our past. The temple has not been treated kindly by time, but we will rebuild it. These cursed forms bring great mobility to us, and we are able to work without being disturbed by the Forsworn and Hag Ravens, recruited to excavate Sand God Passage. I am proud of my sisters, but I still have a nagging doubt. Are we justified in what we are doing, or are we pursuing an imagined past, unearthing and repairing what should be forgotten? Should we accept change, ignore the past, and let it die, or should we make use of our curse and the time that was given to us with seasons unending? There's also coffins. Which I think move because I checked these in Creation Kit, and they're fine. They're not clipping through the walls like that. But in-game, they are. So I need to really double check. There's lots of burned books. Lots of ruined books. So this is a great place to get ruined books because all of the books are ruined. There's also a... Oh, there's the third Gerudo note, which I will take. And I'll read it later because this lady's gonna have some fun. How's it going? Also, you see... The armor she's wearing is dark glass armor. So this is I sort of shifted around where you could get the glass armors for 6.5.21. This is one of the guaranteed locations of dark glass armor. Another note is right here. Wait, no it isn't. I'm seeing things because of this stupid flame cloak. I mean this very nice, helpful flame cloak. Here's another guaranteed dark glass armor, so you have 2 dark glass armor. This is the guaranteed one. She doesn't always have dark glass, so this is another place you can get dark glass armor, and an unenchanted, an unarmored dark circlet. And here's some soul gems. There's Gerudo note number 2. We have heard tell of other relics of Hyrule scattered throughout Skyrim. We have found a few hidden in the Spirit Temple, but we are glad to hear of more. We have also heard whispers of others finding, even seeking out these relics. Why now? Why after thousands of years? Why are the relics emerging now? Why are they suddenly important? By Din's power, is it the Black Beast? Has he returned? The wheels of fate turn so slowly, but turn they do. I hope it's not a spoiler to mention the Black Beast. I really love the Silver Rupee. And a guaranteed Ring of Woodfall right here. I hope mentioning the Black Beast isn't a spoiler, because this area is accessible before you find out who the Black Beast is. So I hope that's not a spoiler. I don't think it is. Because it's Black Beast. What does that mean? Black Beast. That could be Ganon, for all we know, Black Beast. So I think it's fine. I think it's fine. The Black Beast. Mentioning the Black Beast. Yeah, because that's vague enough. It's not until later that you find out what they mean when they say Black Beast. Alright, Golden Butterfly Wing. 2 of those are right here. Some Skin of Redead, always good. And some more wonderful potions and ingredients. Let's read Gerudo note number 2. We're running out of time. So I'm going to finish the Heroes... Not the Heroes Engine. I'm going to finish this Spirit Temple, and I will make sure that I read the rest of the lore when I have a chance, probably next episode. Gerudo, a resilient desert flower facing the sun's gaze. The Gerudo grows brilliant while others fade. What have we become? It is fitting that the statue is rubble. And of course, those Gerudo flower is from Breath of the Wild, which I think really made the Gerudo amazing. I love the Breath of the Wild Gerudo, and I know it's actually officially pronounced Gerudo, but I pronounce it Gerudo, so see ya. And this is actually, this is in Gerudo script. I don't want to tell you exactly what it is, but it's another poem. It's an existing poem written in Gerudo script, which is very nice. Gerudo note number 5. We're going to find number 4 first, and then we'll read number 5. Number 4 is right here. So number 4. I still think of her. I dream that I could talk to her and that we would fall for each other. Or at least she would fall for me as much as I did for her. I remember feeling weak when I saw her, even for a moment. I would obsess about scenarios in which we could meet. Sometimes we could talk, even for a moment. I remember when we first met and she looked at me. I had never seen her before, but she looked at me with such intensity, such truth, that I felt like I woke from a slumber. I spoke to her once or twice in passing, but never for very long, only greetings and pointless niceties. I doubt she ever cared, and yet I told myself that if I was given the chance to speak to her for even a few minutes, that we would begin a journey that would never end. One look caused me this pain, but I do not blame her. I only have myself to blame. I fell in love with an idea, a fantasy, not a real person. Those fantasies, those dreams are meaningless now, as they have always been. She will never come back, and I was never meant to be with her. She surely had other suitors more assertive than I, more present, more close by, though likely not as intelligent or as attractive. Wow, There's an ego. Anyway, I wish I could erase these thoughts from my mind as upon sand on a shore, but instead they are buried as under sand in a desert. She will never come back, and I was never meant to be with her. Tragic. And then finally, Gerudo Note 5, they are here, and they have the Ocarina of Time. There is no other way they could have entered this place. We have had to use magic and trial and error to get past the block of time. Years of research and experimentation. They could not have achieved that. How could they? Nevertheless, we must assume they have the Ocarina. It is our only hope for returning home. They do not know its power. They do not know its history. We must have it. We need it. We will take it by any means necessary. With it, So, that was going to be Hyrule, and the note was going to continue. With it, Hyrule will rise again, or something like that. That was the idea. But that was the note that lady that we fought wearing the glass armor, who's steaming right now, she was writing that note right here. And so it's referring to us. That is a fresh note. That's the idea behind it, is that is a fresh note, and it's talking about us, the player. Finally, to close things out, we have 1 minute left. We're going to fight the final boss of the dungeon. Excuse me. The Forgotten was not the final boss. The final boss is right there. You see him? Does he look a little familiar? Does he look a little strange? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a silly to him.
Huh? Someone there?
Yeah, I'm right here, dingus.
Son of a... Weren't expecting that, were you? Do your worst. Have you?
Oh, jeez, he's using
Where are you? Can't hide.
smoke bombs. Ooh, I disarmed him.
There you are. Over here.
Oh! I'll take that, yoink.
You won't get the best of me.
Alright, well that's a Yiga. He's actually the only Yiga who's not hidden, currently. He's one of 3 Yiga in the mod. And he has a lot of stuff, but Clan Letter 3, Yesterday is Forgotten, Investigate Reality, Gain Insight, Adjust Your Perspective. It's an acrostic. YIGA, Yiga. Dragon's Tongue, fortifies 2-handed. Fly Amanita, fortifies 2-handed. That's all you need. Gourd, because there's no bananas in Skyrim. Ivory Ring, this is a guaranteed ivory ring. Ring of Cure Poison, Rock Warbler Egg, fortifies 1-handed. He had smoke bombs, not intentional, but that's perfect for him. He has the Yiga Mask, which I will take. He has Yiga Armor, which I will also take. I'm going to take all of this stuff. And he also has a Mage Hood. And now I'm carrying too much to be able to run. And he has a special book called Zelda's Wrath. There's nothing suspicious about it, but it is a very interesting book. And there you go. Look at that. He's just a normal guy. Whoop. He has yellow skin. He is technically a Breton. I don't know why he has yellow skin. But there's more in this room. There's a dead Gerudo vampire right there. There's the hero's chest, which contains Gerudo Scimitar and the hero's glass armor. And the hero's glass armor is very interesting. And over here is a burned book. So, and a brazier that burned out. It's the only one that's burned out. So the burned book was evidently burned in the brazier. But the question is, what is this burned book? And then the question becomes, is this Zelda's Wrath book actually real? Like, is this a real book? Or is it is it not real? Is this a fake book written by the Yiga that was being planted, or is it a book that they were swapping out? Is it a book that they were removing from this area? Who knows? I'm gonna take all of this. It is left open to interpretation, certainly, very certainly open to interpretation. I will read Zelda's Wrath and the Forgotten Dwemer Legends and all that stuff next episode. I know I promised to read the Forgotten Dwemer Legends this episode, so I apologize for not reading it, but that will be next time. Here's a rune, very suspicious. Boom, it's a teleporter. What do you do? Oh! Fair enough. Cool. Well, thank you for joining me for the Spirit Temple. I really like how the Spirit Temple turned out. Lots of Gerudo Vampire, very heavily lore-based, and special banner with Gerudo script down there that says Spirit. So, yeah, next time we'll read Zelda's Wrath, and we'll read the Forgotten Dwemer Legends book. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.